There's things at work that you didn't get done. You want to go to the gym, you put this aside. You wanted to do this, you canceled on your friends because of this, and they wouldn't do the same. Reciprocity all across the board or nothing at all. Hey guys, welcome back to the Tuesday podcast. I'm Cris Cavallari. Yesterday I had a few models here at the HQ modeling for Icon, and I don't know what it is about me that could just sense something happened and like somebody needs to talk about it. But one of the models came in and I could feel it. Like I could feel, first of all, they're all younger than me, under 30. And we were talking and she started to tell me about her dating experience with someone that she's talking to. And I felt really great. I'm gonna be honest. I felt great because I could give her the advice from a place of I've been there. Like, nah, that don't even make sense. And sometimes even giving advice is advice that I need to hear myself. So that's the thing about speaking to someone, coaching them through something, just giving that advice. If it's, asked, I stop my days of, although I'm on a podcast, my days of unsolicited advice is over. I can talk and you can pick up whatever gems and jewels you want to, but I'm not going to insert myself unless you really say like, hey, what do you think? I've had friendships where I've inserted myself, even after they asked and it backfired on me. So now I'm very cautious of giving my opinion when it's not asked. Like, if you're out in this podcast, that means you came because you wanted to hear my opinion. So this is not that. This is, oh girl, I don't think you should do that, or you should leave her. I don't do that. I'm also a friend that's like, if you're married, first of all, if you're in a relationship, you should talk to your partner. But I'm going to see all sides of it. I'm going to give you every different scenario and not just agree with you. I'm not a yes friend. I'm not a yes man. I have questions, and really sometimes repeating what someone said to you, even sometimes saying things out loud. Have you ever said some shit out loud and you was like, damn, that sounds dumb? If somebody else said this to me, I would probably think she was dumb, right? We're not leading like that, but that's how I'm feeling. So anyway, we're talking and she's telling me about this guy. And she's like, yeah, this is the last one. I'm like, we all keep saying we're going to stand our business. And y'all really a kickstand. Like, it's halfway our business. No, stand up. It's not what are you doing? I could do this by myself. It's not coming from that perspective anymore. It's not like, because I take care. What are you doing? What do you bring to the table? It's not a what do you bring to the table conversation. It's, girl, you are having a beautiful dinner alone. You're basking in like this abundance. Anybody that's sitting at this table has to be qualified to sit at this table. Anybody that is joining your peace has to come with their own peace. You don't have to bring me my peace. You just cannot disturb it. And I'm talking and we're talking about things and I'm listening like, damn, I don't think I had an old head to tell me the truth. I think that I just had to learn by my mistakes. And if nobody told me that they were mistakes, I didn't learn. Like, I really thought that I was supposed to keep setting myself on fire, sacrificing my happiness to keep you warm. And I'm listening to her and we're talking or whatever. And she's talking about, I worked a 13-hour shift and I came home to my house and he came over and I cooked for him and I did his hair and I did this. And, I was listening and I'm like, one thing about women, because we're so naturally a nurturer, that we get distracted sometimes by love. And I think that, and this, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. Sometimes God will make it so it doesn't work out because you're not sticking to your purpose. You are getting distracted. You're calling off of work. You are forgetting that homework that should be done. You are burning up your gas and running your car down into the mud, driving back and forth for someone that's not really appreciative, someone that's not even offering you gas money, someone that you couldn't even call if you got a flat tire. I remember this time I was dating this guy, and he was well off. or he appeared to be. And I remember I got a flat tire. And I remember I called him, and I don't think he picked up. But not only did he not pick up, this is when I was at least like, in my early 20s. So please, you can't even shame me to be like, oh, no, these are things you have to go through to know better. He didn't even call back in a timely manner. But let him have called me, I would have shoveled my way out of Antarctica. I would have got to him. You know what I'm saying? So while we're talking, I'm realizing the role. I'm realizing that I am the lady that I needed. I am the lady that I needed when I was 20 something. And yes, there was great people around me, but they didn't even know what they needed at the time. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of our mothers are still not getting what they needed at that age. So that they're stuck. Some of our aunts are stuck. Some people are just stuck. We, on the other hand, have the opportunity to turn on the internet, listen to a podcast, get on Instagram, find a community. These people had to be in shame alone. Like, they couldn't converse and say, oh, girl, no. It was like, girl, figure it. It's Savannah. He's a good man. He is. Him being a good man has nothing to do with him being a good partner. Him being you don't have to do anything. You don't have to prove yourself, like be a pick-me to be like, oh, da-da-da-da. So when I'm listening and I'm chatting with different models that I meet and different women, I'm always like curious to be like, did you make a list? Because I've recently made a list. And a lot of us are feeling lonely when you really could have a pick of the litter. I'm not even being funny. And everyone takes offense when I say, may the best man win. But what we tend to do is, soon as the one comes around, we stop talking to all of them. And there's nothing to compare it to. And maybe you got to clear out the whole roster. Maybe, let's be comfortable. Remember when Beyonce said, she just said it, baby, you thought you was loving me good, try harder. He thought he was loving me good. I told him, try harder. The effort ain't efforted. So when I'm listening to this young girl, she's telling me about this situation, I'm listening to her, I'm like, listen, he's doing this because you're doing this. You're doing his laundry at your house. He's coming to your house with his laundry. You're doing his laundry. You're cooking. You're doing his hair. You're doing everything. We are babyfying him. And in return, you're getting the bare minimum in an attitude. You're getting men are starting to become, not all, so don't even get on my nerves. A lot of men are starting to become pillow princesses. And listen, I am a person that is all for reciprocity. So you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You oil my scalp, I'm going to oil yours. But when it seems to be uneven, there needs to be a trim. A lot of women right now, y'all don't want to get a trim because y'all don't want y'all waited so long to grow y'all hair to y'all shoulder that when you get a trim, it's like, oh, but I just got it this long. Girl, all of that shit is split ends. All of that shit is dead ends. All of that shit is split in 3 ways. You don't want to cut it because you like how the length look, but it's see-through down here. It's it's not full. You're not fulfilled. You just want to hold on to it because it's something. That ponytail is thin. So I'm talking to her. I don't judge because I've been there. What I could say is, put yourself first. Do not set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. And I've done it. And and now that I set myself on fire, I don't even got nobody to put the ointment on my burns. Stop asking. Just start observing. Start looking around. But I was talking to her, and I could see it in her eyes. She didn't want to admit it hurt her, but I had to be honest. I'm like, listen, it's hurtful, and I'm dumb too. Love will make us all dumb. But is it actually love, or is it just a temporary little high? Is it just, is it an illusion? Is it what it feels like because you have someone here and y'all are having fun? I'm past the age of fun because I have fun alone. And I always want to encourage you to get to know yourself, get to make yourself happy, because everybody else is like, that's just a extra dressing. It's extra icing. It's the icing on the cake. It's not the cake. It's the dollop of ice cream. But I realize a lot of us we say these things, but we don't stand on it. We make a list, but it's like, all right, I'm going to compromise this thing. Or, I thought that was important. Don't change your beliefs because of loneliness. Get so good with yourself that you can say, dang, he seems cool, but no, that don't fit. It's not what I want. I don't like those sheets. I don't like them towels. All he orders is chicken nuggets and French fries or chicken tenders. Chicken tenders or chicken nuggets. It's just a different shape. Do he order vegetables when y'all go out? Are you really sacrificing your back spreading because he don't even eat healthy? Like, do he get up in the morning and work out? Like, these are things that I think we got to start paying attention to. Do I have to alter my lifestyle to fit yours, or do our lifestyles mirror each other in a healthy way? Does he pray? Is he working out? Is he eating right? Is he taking care of his body and his spirit and because if he's not, he's going to dehydrate you. And because we want love so bad, you'll manipulate yourself. So we're talking and I'm just thinking to myself, damn, giving her this advice is reminding me to take my own advice. A lot of us are approaching 40 and it's like, oh my gosh, like if I want to have another baby, I got to do it this year. If I want a family, I got to do we got to do this right now. And I see why. Tracy Ellis Ross is having an amazing time. I would say Oprah, but Oprah is some smoke, it's a thin line. But I mean, I'm going to say it. I see why Oprah is okay with Stedman, being Stedman, and Oprah is Oprah. But a lot of us tend to dummy it down just a little bit to make people feel secure. And you need a cheerleader just like he needs a cheerleader. And I feel like a lot of times we are settling just to have something. If you ever got a fish fillet sandwich from McDonald's, I want to say McDonald's, but it's like, Wendy's 4 for 4. When you see 444, you're like, is this a sign from God to go to get, is he the one, or is it go to Wendy's to get this 444? But anyway, we really have to start thinking about, does this fit the life that I'm heading, or does this look like the past life? And as I was talking to this young lady about all of these things, I realized how dumb I was. I realized, I'm like, girl, I've been dumb too. And I still might have some remnants like somewhere along the way, it's a little bit of crumbs left over. I'm not saying you can't grow with someone. I'm just saying they got to be on the same growth train as you. You have to, the things that I require, I can ask of those things because I already obtain those things in myself. I already take myself out. I already dance around with myself. I already enjoy my own company. Do you enjoy your own company? Do you have good alone time? Are you constantly searching for answers to better yourself? Because if you come over here unhealed, it's like putting a good piece of fruit next to a piece of fruit with mold on it. Eventually, it's going to spread over to that one, and now we both fucked up. Especially after you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You cannot jeopardize that just for the sake of saying I have somebody. Someone said, can you marry somebody already? Somebody. I don't want just anybody. I don't want to settle for, I don't even want to think about, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. I don't even want to have to ask for the basics. I'm not even a good morning text girl. But if you can go without hearing my voice and seeing me and talking to me for 2 and 3 days, why wait, what? Don't be afraid to really stand on what makes you happy. What are your non-negotiables? What do you need? Because sometimes we get caught up in these memes like, yes, I can't. But are you getting them, or is it just an illusion? Am I being filled? Am I being like really like, oh, wow, I felt that? Or are we just making ourselves feel something because it's like, oh, I got somebody, but you already have fun by yourself? When you have fun by yourself, when you get the love that you are searching for from yourself, you may be a little lonely in a sense of like, there was this girl. She went viral, but she got up at like 4 a.m. and went on a drive to think about her love life. First of all, girl, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. You went on a drive at 4 a.m. to cry in your car. You could have cried in your own beautiful home. You just put yourself in danger. And you ain't got nobody to call to come help you when you get a flat tire and you on the side of the road at 4 o'clock in the morning because you just need to clear your head. We all want that one thing. We want a partner. We want someone to come home to and tell them about your day. Get a cat, get a dog, tell your best friend, journal it. But that doesn't mean to just take anything. Now Day is at your house, taking a long hot shower, and water ain't free. Now you're driving your car up and down the road. I'm going to be honest with you. I was driving 6 hours a day because I wanted to see somebody for 2 hours. And I thought about it. I said, even when this person has free time, they're choosing to do what they're choosing to do. Stop. Stop running yourself thin, running your car in the ground for somebody that can't even give you the bare fucking minimum. And life happens. It does. But pay attention to what people think you deserve. Because you are sacrificing your own happiness, your free time, your work time. A lot of y'all be leaving work early because somebody got you messed up and y'all want to argue and, I'm calling off work. Like, y'all still do that? You're not focused because you're replaying the argument and you see that he's on Instagram, but he didn't call you yet. And you see him liking pictures, but he ain't call you yet. And you see him laughing. And to people on the internet, that seems like it's okay. Like, oh, it's only the internet. But for someone to not check in on you, check in with you, but they're checking their social media and you seeing them in somebody comments, and it was an hour ago and you text them 6 hours ago. Remember when Tracy Ellis Ross, her eye used to be like going like this on Girlfriends? You be like, when you feel that feeling, it's time to cut it loose. Because there's no need to overly explain what you need. If we already had a conversation, what you need to do is remove yourself. And it's going to hurt. Because sometimes it's your favorite one. It's like, oh, but I seen this and I planned this and what I'm supposed to, I done planned this whole thing. Nah. What's yours will be easy. It will gravitate towards you. It won't be no chasing. It won't be no convincing. It won't be no, let me show you why I'm the best one. And I'm listening to her and I'm like, this girl, you are 27, 26. You got your own house. You got your own things going for yourself. Meet somebody. Let somebody meet you where you at. Stop coming off of your beautiful. Don't come down anymore. It's a hard thing to say to someone because maybe they programmed us so well with these Disney movies. But when you think about the Disney movies, someone was always saving those princesses. Girl, you was already a princess. That means your father is a king. It's already in you. And if you looked at most of the guys, they were not even worthy to be in her presence. And I had a conversation with someone before, and it's like women typically date down. And not financially down, but women really do date. Maybe they don't see that themselves enough. Or maybe they don't think that these things are obtainable, but it's like the simple things. I want you guys to really make a list of your non-negotiables. And even if you like him, if he not checking the things on that list, and I'm not talking about, well, shit, you can put whatever you want on your list. Things that are on my list, definitely the top of the list is reciprocity. I don't have to beg for dates. I don't want to beg for quality time. I'm cool with you not texting me good morning, everyday queen. I'm cool with that. But we should at least have a nightcap. I really like when someone says, how's your day? What's going, like a midday check-in. And life is life. And so I'm not saying that other people are not busy. But there was this reel of this actor or author or whoever he was doing an interview, and his girlfriend, wife, whoever was calling, and he answered. He was like, hey, I'm recording right now, and they were live. And he's like, oh, no, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. I need to feel safe. I need to feel secure, and I need to, every once in a while, if you know that you're dealing with the overthinker, ease my mind. Because one thing about a woman, if she knows that this is something that you're working through, she's going to nurture it. She's gonna be very, she's gonna soothe that for you. That's what I need. I need exactly what I give. And we may be single for a long time, ladies, but you having a fucking ball. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. You get lonely for 2 seconds and then be like, wait a minute. I just went to the spa on Sunday. I went and had dinner with my girls. I came and did some work. I'm skinny. I'm working out. I'm not making cookies and eating late with this man. And, I'm really living my best life. My face ain't breaking out. The rose done put me to sleep. The rose, and then just a couple minutes and I got back up. And yes, you want that partner. But until exactly what you want show up, decline, return to sender. No, thank you. This does not match where I'm going. This does not make me feel like I'm in my highest, best self. It actually is making me go back to the person that I've outgrown already. This doesn't feel good. Drake said that thing, when I stop having fun, would I be done with it? I want us to live by that motto. I want us to be on some Drake shit. You're going to have a million loves. And I ain't saying that you're going to have a million bodies, but if you choose to, that's your business. That's your coochie. But what I'm saying is, I would rather give myself everything than settle. And the conversation we had the other day was so beautiful because when I seen her today, she looked lighter. She looked happy. She looked like, whew. And I was like, girl, I'm not even saying it's a bunch of fish in the sea, but what I'm saying is one thing that women are never going to lack is men. It's men everywhere. It depends on what type of men you like, but I'm saying you're never, ever. You could just look. You can go to Wawa gas station. Somebody gonna call you. They're all around. You have a plethora of people that are interested in you, but you're fixated on the one that's not even giving you no attention. Absolutely not. Absolute. Stand on business. Stand on business for yourself, not because you want to teach him a lesson, but stand on business because it's like, nah, I give myself all of this. How dare me dummy it down and then still be hungry? How dare me get a fish fillet sandwich and still be hungry in an hour? I need something with some substance. I need something that's going to stick to these ribs. I can't sacrifice me. I've worked really hard to get here. That's the hardest part. That once you get to a place of like healing on this journey, because it never ends, But once you get better, you're going to be really on some shit like, damn, I really like that, but that don't work. Don't go backwards. Don't say, oh, you know what? I healed from that. Yeah, for a reason. Don't slap God in the face. God done pulled you out of some shit and now you're going to walk back into it just because it's dressed up differently? Your body is going to tell you, nah. And don't be afraid of being alone because you're not alone. You have great friends. You have yourself. The most important relationship is with yourself. I know you want to post those vacation videos and pics and memes and do that. The love that you want, give it to yourself. The love that you're giving out so freely, give it to yourself. Because that's when he's going to come. That's the only time he should be coming. That's the only time those energies should be exchanged. Is baby, we both coming. Because how many times you been fucked and you did not come? You did not worry about if I got mine. When you stand tall, stand on business in your shoes that you purchased. Like, yeah. Get so good that you can decline. Level up so much where you could say, nah, I take care of me. I'm doing pretty good. Because the thing about that is, a lot of people use that and like, hey, yeah, because I do this for me. No. I'm not saying anything like that. What I'm saying is, you can choose what you'll deal with if there's no attachments for what they do for you. You still got to do for me, but I do for me and I do for you. And no, if you are so like in your power, a person can only approach you in their power. Heal so you can say no thank you to things that don't fit your new life. Sometimes you're just going to have to say, I guess it didn't work out because God blocked it. God knew I was getting distracted. God knew I was calling off of work and spending, because when you really sit down and think about it, and y'all don't have to be honest in the comments because you don't want everybody to know that you was a fool. We all been a fool. But there's an assignment that you didn't finish because you was too busy chasing this guy. There's things at work that you didn't get done. You wanted to go to the gym, you put this aside, you wanted to do this, you canceled on your friends because of this, and they wouldn't do the same. Reciprocity all across the board or nothing at all. I'm about to go on a date right now, actually. I'm about to take my daughter on a date. We're about to go out. I look cute. I told her I would be home we're going to dinner at 8. So I'm about to wrap this up. I look cute, so I'm going out like this. And the great part about learning is teaching others. Like, don't do it. Stand on it. You ain't got to post no quote to make him think of you. You ain't got to post no picture. He knew you was cute. He knew you coochie good. He still didn't pick you. He chose his homeboys. he chose his homeboys. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm going to have a lemon drop. I'll catch you next week. Bye.